We often hear that our universe is expanding like a balloon inflating, galaxies rushing away from each other. But what if that's only half the story? Imagine the entire fabric of space-time turning, like a colossal silent wheel. This shift in perspective could change everything we know about the cosmos. What if dark energy, the mysterious force accelerating expansion, is actually the effect of this immense cosmic rotation? Like being on a spinning carousel, the outward force we feel is really just the result of turning. Perhaps the universe works the same way, and we've mistaken the effect for the cause. When we see the spiral of a galaxy, we're witnessing rotation on a grand scale. What if this pattern repeats across the entire universe? Considering the universe as a rotating system opens up new questions. What is it turning relative to? Does this motion have a beginning or end? The universe might be far more organized and elegant than we ever imagined. The idea of a single, expanding universe is already mind-boggling, but what if ours is just one bubble in a vast multiverse? Each universe could have its own unique laws of physics, some similar to ours, others wildly different. Now imagine these universes not as isolated bubbles but as interlocking gears in a cosmic machine. Each universe is a giant cogwheel, turning and influencing its neighbors. This cosmic cogwheel model transforms the multiverse from a random collection into a unified mechanism. The speed and direction of our universe's rotation might be set by how it meshes with others. Our existence could be a consequence of our universe's position within this grand structure. Instead of a single Big Bang, perhaps the machine has always been in motion. Universes born from the energy where gears meet. The cosmos becomes eternally dynamic, a self-sustaining system where motion begets motion. Existence itself is a perpetual cycle of interconnected movement, all part of one grand universal machine. Astronomers have long observed that the universe's expansion is speeding up, attributed to dark energy, a mysterious force making up most of the cosmos. But what if dark energy isn't a force at all? What if it's the centrifugal effect of our universe's rotation? Imagine living on the surface of a spinning wheel. You'd feel an outward force, but it's really just inertia resisting the turn. The galaxies aren't being pushed apart. They're being flung outward by the spinning of space-time itself. Dark energy could be a misunderstanding of motion, not a new substance. The acceleration of the universe might be a natural consequence of its rotation. This idea unifies cosmic expansion with one of nature's most fundamental motions, spin. We wouldn't need to invent new forms of energy, just change our perspective. The universe isn't being forced apart, it's following the laws of motion on a scale so grand, it's hard to see the whole picture. Sometimes the answer is hidden in the way we look at things. The cogwheel theory proposes that the universe is built on geometry and motion. Everything from particles to galaxies is part of a system of interconnected, rotating parts. The fundamental laws of physics may be direct consequences of this underlying mechanical structure. Spirals appear everywhere in galaxies, hurricanes, nautilus shells, even DNA. The spiral is the natural shape of motion within a rotating system, the path energy and matter take as they move through a spinning cosmos. Matter itself could be seen as stable vortices in the flow of cosmic energy, like whirlpools in a river. Particles are stable patterns of rotating energy, locked into place within the larger cosmic cogwheel. This unifies matter and energy as two states of the same rotational dynamic. Geometry isn't just a way to describe space, it's the architecture of existence. Movement, especially rotation, is the engine that drives all processes. The laws of nature are the rules for how these rotating parts interact. The cosmos is a coherent system, every component playing its part in the turning of the great machine. If the universe is a giant rotating system, we should see evidence of this principle in nature, and we do. Spirals, circles, and cycles are everywhere. Sunflower seeds, climbing vines, the double helix of DNA. Proteins fold into shapes governed by rotational bonds. Ocean currents and weather patterns spin across the globe. Life thrives by dancing to a rotational rhythm. The cogwheel theory suggests these patterns aren't coincidence. They reflect the underlying physics of a rotating cosmos. Life must be in harmony with the fundamental principles of its environment. The spiral is a blueprint for efficient growth, energy flow, and structural integrity. Every spiral in nature may be a small-scale manifestation of a universal law. The seashell and the galaxy follow the same instruction set. We are part of the universe's machinery, built from the same principles, moving to the same ancient spinning beat. We've explored the universe as a grand machine of rotating parts, but what about consciousness? We don't just exist, we experience, think, and wonder. Where does awareness fit into the cosmic cogwheel? What if consciousness is not just a byproduct, but an integral part of the machine, another form of rotation in a dimension we can't yet measure? Our brains might act like antennas, tuning into a universal field of awareness. If consciousness is active in the cosmic machine, our collective focus and intentions could subtly influence reality. We might be more than observers, active participants in the universe's unfolding. This bridges the gap between the physical and the metaphysical. The universe is not a cold machine, but a dynamic system where mind and matter are intertwined. Consciousness is the intelligence experiencing the machine from within, a fundamental aspect of the universe's grand, self-aware design. We've journeyed through a vision of the cosmos as a great machine, interlocking rotating parts from the multiverse to the smallest patterns of life. The cogwheel theory offers a unified picture, connecting cosmic phenomena, life, and even consciousness. But is machine the right word? Machines are rigid and predictable, but the universe is creative, spontaneous, and alive. Perhaps a better metaphor is a dance, structured, rhythmic, but also fluid and expressive. The turning of galaxies is a graceful pirouette. Particle interactions are steps in a cosmic choreography. Is the universe a machine, a dance, or something beyond our words? The cosmic cogwheel helps us appreciate the structure and order of reality, while the dance reminds us of its beauty and mystery. The most important thing is to keep asking questions, to look up at the stars, and wonder. In that wonder, we find our own place in the grand, turning cosmos. The universe may be both machine and dance, an ever-surprising, interconnected whole, and we are part of its endless spinning story.